Hello everybody, I'm so happy to be filming again for Dephemerember 2025. I'm working on prompt number 4, postcard and sewing. And I received this card in the mail yesterday. It actually was a political postcard with a family on it, so I cut that out. I'm going to slide this beautiful picture of a raccoon underneath. I made up a stamp from a die cut that looks like this, but I wanted the white fringe around it, so I took pieces from the SpongeBob stamps that I had. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to glue this piece of ribbon here to cover up the person's address. I'm going to glue this entire thing shut, and I'm going to use one of these following stamps for cancellation and for address on the back of the postcard. And I will be right back with the next step and putting it all together. All right, I'm back. So I lined up and glued the raccoon down. I also put the other side on the postage stamp and lined up my stamps where I think they'll go good. And I put the fabric strip on there. To put the raccoon underneath, I just used regular glue stick. And then to put the fabric or ribbon on, I used 3-in-1. I don't want to get too gluey. I'm not going to sew down here on the bottom. So I don't want to sew through the 3-in-1, but I will sew through the glue stick once it's dry. So I'm going to stamp it first and then decide where I'm going to sew, and I'll be right back. All right, I wasn't sure if you wanted to see this part or not, but I just took a little gesso and put it on a brush, and I'm going to just simply try to glide it over the stamp to get enough on there. I'm going to try not to put too much, but I want enough where it's going to apply the image here, enough just dipping in off screen. All right, I'll put that down. Let's see if I can line this up with one hand and still hold the phone. All right, I'm going to stamp it offline and come back. All right, it's a little crooked, but it's handmade. I can live with that. And now I'm going to go do the cancellation stamps the same way. All right, that did not go as well as I would have liked. I would have liked something maybe longer to go through it like a full cancellation, but I'm going to try to put this over it to make it a little bit bigger. Sometimes they have those round cancellation stamps that are bigger, or I might look for something else. Let me see what I have and I'll be right back. All right, not the biggest fan of what I've done, but it is a cancellation stamp and that's what it's meant to do. And I have this. So I'm gonna manually try to write postcard on this side. I don't have a stamp that says postcard. I'll do it with white paint pen and then maybe I will fill out the address and stuff, but for now I'm not gonna do that. I had another one that says return and forwarding postage guaranteed. I was going to stamp it on there, but I don't think you're going to be able to see it. I'll do a test stamp. If I like the way it looks, I might try to shove it on here, but if not, I'm going to leave it off. Okay, with this acrylic paint pen, I just kind of freehanded the word postcard from something I had printed out previously as an example. I forgot that it actually belonged on the side of the card over here by the address, but you know, it's just a thing. No big deal. You roll with it. So I'm going to write my sentiment over here, which you won't see, and the address over here, which you won't see. But what I am going to do is I'm going to sew around here. I'm going to sew around the raccoon and then around the outside of the card or the postcard. And then I'm going to glue it together. I decided not to sew on the back where the writing is to keep that clean because I think that's what I would do if I would have actually put it through the mail, which I'm not, but I'll do the sewing and I'll be right back. All right, so I made the decision to just zigzag sew around the image and not around the rest of it because the back of it won't be sewed. So I'm going to try to glue it shut, and provided that it glues shut, I will be done and happy. So hold on for a second, let me glue it and let's see how clean it looks around the edges. All right, here's the finished product, sewn and glued together. I really hope she likes it. Thank you guys for watching. Please check out Louisa and Barbara's videos as well. And I'm so happy again to be a part of Dephemerember 2025.